So first of all, hi, and thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. How are you doing today?
So I'm okay. Bit busy with some studio stuff, but it's okay to have a little break every now and then.
You just released Crewish Unemployed Blacksmiths on Friday. How are you feeling about the release? Have the reactions been good?
Yes, the reactions have been good all the way since the first music video came out, so it's been great. We are really proud of it.
Yeah, well, I usually don't really ask this question anymore, but given the nature of this project, I guess I kind of have to. So, Nightwish just released a new album, and that also means that they would have been touring throughout 2020 and probably 2021. So how in general has this all affected the crew of Nightwish, the fact that there's this pandemic and all these cancellations?
Um, of course, at first it felt like this is total disaster for the crew and for the band and for everybody at the industry. But after a couple of months, when time went by, it got a little bit like we got some work. Like I'm working in studio, so I got some work a little bit, but and the summer was a little bit different. No festivals and stuff like that. So we had time to start up this Crewish project.
Yeah. When did you get the idea for these cover songs?
It came in the end of the May by a couple of, actually 3 of our crew members. They got together, and during the night, I believe if the story is true, and I think it is, all this happened in a bathtub, like in a hot tub. Sauna and hot tub make this happen. So
Yeah.
the idea came from there.
Yeah, I mean that seems like the typical way of ideas for in Finland, so that makes sense.
Sauna and hot tub.
Yeah. So Tuomas Holopainen described Crewish Unemployed Blacksmiths as something that will guaranteed put a big smile on your face, and I think that's pretty much how I would describe it as well. And altogether, it sounds like you guys had a lot of fun creating this. How do you look back on the entire process of creating this album?
It's true, yeah. We had a lot of fun during doing it, and we in a way we were like serious with this because we wanted to get done. Otherwise, it wouldn't get done. But the main thing was that we are not too serious and a little bit tongue-in-cheek in a way. And the summer was really fun. We had so much fun doing this together, and it was so great to see the rest of the crew members.
How did the band react towards these songs? Have they listened to the album?
Yes, they have. And I've heard that reactions from Tuomas, and actually I saw Marco last Thursday at the release party. And it seems that they all liked it a lot.
Hey, that's cool.
Also, Troy comments that you are crazy motherfuckers, but I love you all.
So let's talk a little bit about your involvement in the band or project or whatever you would call it. So you have been mostly involved in production with Nightwish. Was that also your role in this album, or did you also do other things?
Many of us have like many skills with music. We can record, mix, and play some music. Even some of us can sing some. But my role was mainly on the production side. So I was recording and mixing it with Kimmo Ahola.
Nightwish as a band obviously has a lot of songs from all over the years. How did you end up picking these 5?
From the beginning, it was obvious that we need to do the biggest hits to make this work, and somehow these 5 songs got selected because in a way we had to vision how we want, for example, Sleeping Sun, it's Rammstein stylish, so we started to go that way, like some of us likes AC/DC, some of us like reggae, so that was the angle. And then we were thinking about which songs could fit, like, for example, which song from Nightwish could be a reggae song. And somehow somebody got the idea, hey, let's try Amaranth. And that's how it went.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions, that each song represents a different kind of genre, and that I was wondering if these genres represent your musical tastes. So obviously it does. But are there any other songs you had on the table that you didn't finish or didn't work the way you intended them to?
Yes, we did have few. We talked about Wishmaster, Everdream, and for example, with Everdream, we tried to create a power ballad, but somehow it didn't work, so we leave it behind. Maybe next time.
Yeah, I was also wondering because, they just released Human Nature. At any time were you guys wondering, like, oh, maybe we can do a Human Nature song because they're kind of different from the rest of their songs, a bit more complex, maybe a bit uncomfortable, or I don't know.
Actually, to be honest, we somehow we didn't even think about the latest album. We decided to go with the olden goldies this time.
Okay. So yeah, the songs, they also pretty much transformed into new songs because giving them new genres and such. How did you guys rearrange them, or was that something you were not so much involved in?
I was involved with this process as well, but mainly our guitar tech Antti, who is really excellent musician, made all the arrangements with Kimmo and me and the drum tech Jarkko. So in a way we did it together. But I think Antti was the one who made the first demos, like played something and sang something.
Were there any challenges for you working with so many people and stuff like that, or did this all go really smooth?
It was smooth all the way, and of course, when we were recording, for example, backing vocals, when everybody was there, all 12, 11 people, we had to have some kind of schedule when to do what. Otherwise, it would have been just drinking beer and arguing. But it was easy, and obviously everybody had time because there was no summer festivals going on, so it was quite easy to find time and place to do all this.
Yeah, I think, I guess obviously you did it probably more kind of for yourselves to have some fun, but I think for the Nightwish fans, it's also a really unique project that is like, well, it is a lot of fun, and I guess they also need new music during times like these. What do you think about that?
Yes, it was fun, and yeah, the meaning of this was that, of course, the situation that where we in, that we are basically jobless, no job at all for some of us, and still, even this is important for us. The main thing was to have some fun, and hopefully also that everybody understand that this is made for fun and to just to enjoy not taking too seriously.
In that sense, are you planning someday to do a second one, or?
No, not really. It's like I believe that this is only once in a lifetime.
Okay. Is it also only going to be a studio album, or can we expect Crewish as a warm up to Nightwish someday?
I cannot see that happening.
um, yeah, I think that's it for most of my questions. Do you have any last thoughts you want to share with people watching this video?
Mm, let's keep on hanging and wait that maybe next summer we can rock out even harder than never before.